Jonathan suggested doing a kind of a quick rundown on how to maximize the kind of the last part of Q4. And so here's some ways you can do it. They're kind of pretty. They're not like, they're not nothing like crazy. Like, once you hear them, they're sort of common sense, but you may not have thought of them. So some of the things that we do, and let me put this on the screen so it doesn't look like I'm looking away from all you guys. So some of the things you want to do is when you're sending off-site traffic, if your product is giftable, which this time of year is really important, and if it's not giftable, you could still there's an art of kind of manipulating your listing, and manipulate sounds like a bad word, but crafting your listing, I like that better. Crafting your listing so that it makes it sound giftable. So like, say somebody mentioned that they are doing supplements, maybe craft it like, this is the best gift of health that you can give to your loved one, or whatever. Craft the listing in a way that makes people, it may not be a giftable item, but changes their perception to think that it's a giftable item. Do that. The next thing you want to do is actually use keywords that people this time of year are using. So people are kind of, especially people that are waiting this long, are last minute people, which I am super guilty of this. I haven't even bought one gift yet. And this is me every year, it's like prime, thank God I can get it in 2 days, and that's why, that's why you get that crazy burst of sales from like the 15th to like the 20th, just because there's so many people are waiting till the last minute. But bid for, keywords like last minute gift for mom, last minute gift for dad, last minute gift for brother, all those kinds of things, and include the word or the phrase last minute in that. Same thing if you're driving traffic from off of Amazon, make sure that's in your two-step URL, last minute gift for mom, if that's something you're going to target, and go all in. Like I said, don't spread your marketing too thin. If last minute gift for mom is kind of the keyword that you think will convert really well for your product, kind of pick somebody, or pick kind of like a target demographic, and then go hard on that one phrase so that you can try to rank for that. Another thing you could do is like last minute is hire an influencer. Like, say you're selling like baby goods. Lots of people sell baby stuff. You go and find like a mommy influencer, and you say, hey, I'm going to give you these 2 free products. I'm going to pay you $100 to your audience. Craft and you can give them guidance usually if you're paying them to be an influencer. Say, hey, do a last minute gift guide using these 3 products that I sell. And then they can do that last minute gift guide. Then you can post that to if they do it on YouTube or whatever, you can promote that video on YouTube. You can promote that video or post that video to Facebook and do an ad, things like that. And then that looks super natural, and it gets people like excited about the product. So that's something else you can do. Another kind of trick that we use that works really well is you want to add holiday keywords, not only in the front end, but in the back end too. So if there's stuff that like you can't fit in the front end that you think might be important, like last minute gifts for mom, something you can put in the back end, either in the keyword or the subject fields. Another really good way to do this is use our Chrome extension. If you haven't got it yet, it's free. It only works for the US Seller Central right now. Hopefully in the next few months, we're going to roll it out to all the marketplaces. If you don't have it yet, it's tiny.cc/KW tool. So tiny.cc/KWTOOL. It's a Chrome extension. You just install it. It's super easy. But that will give you actual search volume of the keywords, and then the competition. And so you want to look for, of course, keywords that have high volume, low competition. So that's definitely something you want to start researching your holiday keywords right now, and kind of going really hard on those keywords. Raise your PPC bids right now. I didn't add that. I'm going to add that. I just thought of that. And that sounds counterintuitive, but this time of year, your ACoS could actually go down by increasing your bid, because so many, just the sheer volume and the amount of people searching for things. If you increase your bid, you might actually get more sales, and your ACoS will either stay steady or could decrease. Like a lot of our campaigns I looked yesterday, we got a big decrease in all our holiday related keywords in marketing. So that's something you really want to think about doing. Of course, if what I do is test, excuse me, if you're doing a new campaign, especially right now, spooling it up, you could blow through your campaign in like, a minute if you bid too high. So what I'll generally do is set like a low, for me, a low campaign budget would be $20. Depends on, if you're a smaller seller, it might be $5, $10, whatever, works for you. And then you want to test it, start in the morning and then watch and make sure that you don't budget out by 10 a.m. If you do that, then you want to decrease the bid, and then raise the campaign budget. You want to do those two things simultaneously. That way you'll get more traffic for less money. Another thing you can do is if you only have items at FBA, and then but you also have some items that are sitting in your warehouse or in your garage. Something you might want to do is enable seller fulfilled prime, or you don't even have to do that. But you can do that if you have the capability of shipping from your own location. If you can't do that, if you can't do the seller fulfilled prime, which makes you ship really quickly, then just leave it as just a regular seller fulfilled item. But kind of a technique that we use is on our FBA offer, we do, say it's like $19.99, and then our other offer we do it like $22.99 or $24.99. We make our other offer higher, even though we're the same seller. It gives that impression of like they're getting a deal. We also do a coupon on our FBA items so that it looks like people are like, oh, okay, this other person is selling it for $25. Here it's $19.99. Cool, I'm getting a deal. So that's kind of a trick you can do as well. So yeah, those are kind of the techniques that we use this time of year to kind of really push our sales and traffic. We go super hard on offsite traffic this time of year just because we want to rank for our holiday keywords. And a lot of times offsite traffic is cheaper than Amazon PPC, and you can drive a lot of offsite traffic this time of year. And that especially helps for ranking keywords.